starting the first chapter is good. That would be good if I could do that. Oh my god, guys, I'm getting the best book today. Don't procrastinate like me. I don't know why I'm getting a little emotional right now. It's weighing on me. 70,950 words. Let's do it. Hello everyone and welcome back to Grayson's Bookmark. Here on this channel I make all types of writing and bookish content, and today's video is a writing one. So I'm about to start the third draft of my book. It is the furthest I've ever gotten in a project. It is the first project that I've brought to this point, and that project is called Seaside. I've been working on this since I should have looked it up. But really, if I think about it, it was August-ish of 2020 is when I started the first draft of this book. First draft finished sometime in January of 2021, and then the second draft was, I want to say, around November, December of last year. A lot of progress has been made on this project so far. And later in this video, I'll give you a little pitch, a little blurb, a little bit of content about what Seaside is, if you don't know already. There is also a Seaside playlist for this project down below. And yeah, basically for like the entire time I've had my YouTube channel, the main project I've been working on is Seaside. And oh boy. So honestly, things have been a bit overwhelming. I've gotten a lot of beta reader feedback. I've sifted through it, and I just feel like any feedback you get on something you write is going to be overwhelming, good or bad. And I'm thankful that most of it was good feedback, and there also were some critical comments that are going to help me like fix some character arcs I have going on. But like for the most part, it was a resounding positive, and that's great. But also now there's like this strange pressure, like can I do it a third time? Like, I've never written a draft to a third one, and it's such a strange thing to create something and then like you have the final say in it, and that is both really empowering and really scary. It was a long and emotional process. I was very, I don't know, like I was just like overcome with like pride, but not like an arrogant pride, but like a pride. Like I feel accomplished. I feel like I did something and I feel validated. That's a word. And so I made comments for each of my chapters. I went through them, and you know, I made columns for good and bad comments, and that was very helpful. But then I didn't look at the draft for like a week, maybe a week and a half, and so I had to basically look at it all again and and I went through my more detailed feedback to my specific questions a few days ago in the library, and that was it confirmed what I already knew, but also added some more things. I was like, huh, you know what, I do agree with that. Good feedback, overwhelming, but it's gonna make the book better, so I'm good with it. But anyway, to my order of events. And so right now I'm gonna lead you into going through my Google form responses. Roll tape.
And yeah, so one Friday after work, I went into the library and I parked myself on a couch and just knocked out all this feedback. What I'm doing here is basically sifting through and condensing everything that my beta readers had to say to my Google form questions. My questions were about a lot of things, like how do you feel about the midpoint, to who was your favorite character, and it just let me get a deeper analysis of their thoughts about the book. It definitely was different than the feedback on the doc I shared with them, so I'm definitely glad that I made this Google form. Definitely let me know in the comments if you're interested in what my process was for coming up with these questions and what exactly those questions were. I'm definitely open to making a video about it. So back to the blurb I mentioned earlier. Here is Seaside's pitch as of right now. An abandoned lighthouse and the ghost of the past. 6 months after the accidental death of his boyfriend, Lucas starts a side hustle to save his home. A runaway cat and a loaf of cinnamon bread brings him to Julian, the boy with stars in his head and a promise to never date again. When Lucas' cinnamon bread is the only thing that can soothe Julian's family, one delivery turns into 2 and then 3. Confronted with a boy who may be more than just a customer, Luca must navigate the murky waters of grief and learn to wade in his past, accept his heart, and save his home. As riptides of the past threaten to pull him under, Luca may realize that Julian is the one thing that can save him from drowning. Set on an island on the southeast coast, Seaside blends tragedy, romance, and humor in a coming-of-age novel. Even though it's a bit dramatic, I quite like it. You may have noticed earlier that I wrote the acronym AOAL for this project Seaside, and that's because it has a real title. The beta readers liked it, I liked it, it has symbolism, and it sounds unique, and it's intriguing, and I'm very attached to it by now. But yes, just in case you were confused by that, I'm calling it Seaside, but it does have an actual title. Later, when I got home, I opened a third draft in Scrivener and I started to do some planning. And then I came up with a plan of attack. I figured I should arrange the content of the old draft first and then edit it. This may seem obvious, but it really helped me to write this down. Sometime after midnight, I had everything outlined, all 57 chapters. And it was a bit ridiculous that I did all this in one night, but it was a Friday. And yeah, I just felt like it. I also felt like I had to just get it all out of me. Like, I don't know if I would have come up with the motivation to finish this, to actually get started on my project, if I didn't have my outline first. So I am glad that I did it all in one go.
Welcome back from that footage. After I looked at that feedback, I took a night to myself, took a night to absorb and reflect. It was late when I finished, and so I slept really good the next morning. But also, here's where I am now. I am nervous. I am overwhelmed. That is generally the vibe for this video. There's a lot of work to do. 57 blank chapters just waiting for me with a little sentence or two about what needs to go in each, and I'm I'm in danger. No, but I'm really let me show you. I open Scrivener, right? And then I go into corkboard mode. And now, as you can see, I have, just a long list of chapters that I need to write. It's very daunting, and it's a lot. It's not like I'm unexcited to start. I'm really excited for this process. I am also more excited for it to be over. I've been having ideas randomly as I wake up some days, or just when I'm in class, and it's just it seems that opening the door to revision is just making me think how my book could be better, and that's really energizing, but it's really daunting, the task ahead of me. It's not that I have that much revision to do. The content is going to be 80 to 85% the same as the second draft. I feel like it's mostly settled in its plot, but the way I revise is I completely write over the draft. And something that I think is particularly stopping me is that I need to change where the first chapter starts, and that means rewriting the order of events in the beginning, which is I've never started the story this way, so it feels daunting because I'm what if I mess it up? I feel like I am gonna get it right on this third try. So I turned on my camera tonight to motivate myself to start the first chapter. I'm okay. Starting the first chapter is good. that would be good if I could do that. And if you're wondering, the description I have for the first chapter card is cat meet cute. But anyway, I should really stop stalling and start writing. And if you're wondering, the lo-fi I'm listening to tonight is called Morning Walks Anime Lo-Fi Mix by the Jazz Hop Cafe. Right now I'm trying to find the place in my manuscript that I want to use to like rewrite the beginning of the draft, so right now I'm looking for it. Okay, I've got it, and you can see my lovely beta reader comments to the side. They've been so helpful, and I'm so grateful that I was able to find them and that they were so attentive to my book. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going back and forth in between the draft here and the new scene that I'm writing for the first time. It's no big deal. And yeah, we're just going to write like the first little scene. I don't know how long I'm going to write just yet. I'm just going to feel it out. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. Stop stalling. Here we go. So I've been writing for about 45 minutes at this point, and I have like a good large part of the first chapter written, and it's probably about 45%. It's just I like it. I'm adding new details here and there, and things are coming together. I'm removing a lot of passive voice. Man, I did not realize how much passive voice I had in second draft. That's probably because like I just wasn't reading for it before, but like I'm doing some work on it. It's getting better, more active. I haven't quite gotten to the like information about Michael yet. But in 45 minutes, I've written 731 words, and that's great. Here's to writing the third draft. Here's to writing progress and an end to procrastination. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I got a good vibe. I'm gonna catch up on some other homework tonight, so I'm gonna stop writing this for now. But I feel like I'm building up some good momentum to just get this thing done. If you like this kind of format for my content, please hit that like button to let me know. Subscribe to this channel for more writing and bookish content, especially writing updates about this project. I also host writing sprint live streams. My last one was about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago by the time this video comes out. And you know, I'm getting back into them. I feel like now that I have a single dorm room that I'm able to do a lot more with my content than I was last semester. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working on this, making it more effective, tighter prose. Yeah. Let me know in the comments below like how you tackle a third draft, if you have gotten there, or maybe how your book changed from the second to the third draft. I'm interested. I'm just interested because I only have my process to look at, and I hope your writing is going well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And I can't quite reach today, so.